How constant forgiveness can destroy your happiness. The most dangerous kind of pain is not the pain someone causes you once, it is the pain that they cause over and over and over again because they already know you will forgive them. Forgiveness is beautiful, but when it becomes an excuse for someone to keep hurting you, it slowly becomes the person that steals your happiness away. Hey there, if this is your first time of coming across my channel, please subscribe, click on the notification button, like and share for another interesting story. And to my subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for always watching my videos. It makes me know that people love what I do. You always believe that love meant giving people another chance. Every time they apologize, you opened your heart again. Every time they promised to change, you believed them. You weren't weak, you simply loved deeply. You thought patience would save the relationship. You thought kindness will make them appreciate you. Instead, your kindness became something they expected instead of something they valued. The first time they disappointed you, they cried and asked for forgiveness. You accepted the apology. The second time they said it was a mistake, you forgave them again. The third time they blamed stress. The fourth time they blamed work. The fifth time they blamed everyone except themselves. And every single time you convince yourself that tomorrow will be different, tomorrow will be better. But tomorrow never came. The apologies came shorter, the excuses came easier. The disrespect became normal. They stopped fearing the consequence because they believed you would never leave. You found yourself saying things you never imagined. This is the last time. I know they will change. I just need to be more patient. But every promise you made to yourself was broken before the week ended. Your heart became tired, not because you stopped loving, but because love was the only thing keeping the relationship alive. You carried the weight alone. You defended someone who kept giving you reasons to cry. People around you began noticing the sadness in your eyes. They asked if you were okay. You smiled and said you were fine. You you became an expert at hiding pain. You laughed in public. You cried in private. The hardest part was not the betrayal. It was realizing that the person hurting you already knew you would forgive them. One evening after another broken promise, you sat quiet. You didn't argue, you didn't shout nor cry. You simply became silent. For the first time, you asked yourself a question you had avoided for years. If nothing changed next year, will I still be happy living like this? The answer frightened you. You imagine yourself carrying the same pain, the same disappointment, the same sleepless night, the same empty apologies. You realize that your future was beginning to look exactly like the past. That was the moment everything changed. You understood that forgiveness does not mean accepting endless disrespect. Forgiveness heals your heart. It does not give someone permission to keep breaking it. You began choosing yourself, not out of anger, not out of revenge, but out of self respect. You stop believing promises without actions. You stop accepting words that were never followed by change. For the first time in a long time, you placed your own peace above everyone else's comfort. They were shocked. They asked why you had changed. They said you had become cold, but you hadn't become cold. You had become wise. You finally understood that people who truly love you don't expect unlimited chances to hurt you. They protect your heart instead of testing how much pain it can survive. As days passed, your smile slowly returned. You laughed without forcing it. You slept without worrying about the next disappointment. You looked in the mirror and saw someone who was finally choosing peace over pain. Then they came back, not because they had changed overnight, but because they noticed they no longer had unlimited access to your forgiveness. They realized too late that your kindness had been a gift, not a guarantee. By then, you had learned one of life's greatest lessons. Forgiveness is powerful, but wisdom is knowing when forgiveness should be accompanied by distance. You can forgive someone and still choose not to let them hurt you again. You can wish them well and still walk away. You can love someone and still decide that your peace matters too. Never allow your beautiful heart to become a place where repeated pain feels normal. Real love does not keep asking for forgiveness for the same wound. Real love learns, grows, and changes if someone truly values your heart.